Okay, so I've gotten quite a bit done on the bathroom. There's still quite a bit more to do, so um, it will have to wait for a while because I started with vertigo earlier and then I'm upset, so it's become worse. So I'm going to have to sit down and take a little break. Um, I dropped my birthstone ring that my mother bought me years ago, and I can't find it in my bathroom. Um, just wow. Anyway, this is about accountability and my New Year's resolutions and how well I've been doing with them. Um, Overall, I'm eating better because I do a huge smoothie every day. Um, I don't think I've missed most of them. I make at home. Some of them I've had to use the Bolt House smoothies for traveling and stuff. Um, I eat probably between 6 and 10 bananas a day, plus strawberries, spinach, whatever I can think of to throw in my smoothie. I've had pumpkin, which is very yummy. I put an avocado in there. Um, Cherries. I buy frozen fruit because I cannot um, I can't do all the chopping and stuff for fresh fruit. I do get my apples and my bananas fresh and as much as I can fresh, but I buy frozen because that's just the way that I have to do it right now. But and I can tell a difference. I have initially gained weight, and that's to be expected because my activity level is um, still very low. Um, Working on that. That's part of why I did the bathroom because it's been an excuse. I can't go to the gym if the house looks like it does, or I can't go to the gym because I can't even find everything that goes in my gym bag. I can't even really get to my gym bag. So I decided this morning that um, that was one step I was going to fix. Uh, Sparkle has become a campaign, for lack of a better way of putting it. Um, I did not realize that it would become one, but I'm very thankful that it has. I do Sparkle every day on Facebook. I think, except I don't do Sparkle on Sunday, um, or I haven't been. It may become that. Um, Generally, I do 2 or 3 videos um, throughout the week, and in the video, I show my look of the day, talk about whatever products that I have on my face. It's kind of uh, you know, review plus a word of encouragement. Sparkle is not just about makeup. Sparkle is about people with chronic pain, people that suffer with depression, people who are going through a hard time, people who are grieving loved ones, um, relationships, or having a good day. And excuse me, I have to. The emotions kind of started the waterworks. That kind of came out backwards. I'm sorry, I have a really bad headache and vertigo, and I need to finish and lay down. Um, but we're gonna finish this because I put it off. Um, but anyway, and I was talking about Sparkle, and Sparkle is if you're having a good day. A Sparkle is if somebody does something kind for you, or if you do something kind for somebody. It's not a bragging thing, it's a share. Um, I don't ever want to brag about doing something kind for somebody. I want to brag when they do something kind for me. But what I'm doing, Sparkle is not about me. Sparkle is about um, sharing my heart and helping other people that may either have or be where I once was or be where I am now or in worse situations. Or, you know, um, I've had two people um, start wearing makeup again because of Sparkle. Um, and that's awesome. I mean, that's just because, you know, I started wearing makeup daily because two of my doctors said, you know, it will help you use it as a tool. The better you feel about yourself, you know, if wearing your makeup every day makes you feel better, it puts you in a better frame of mind. It equips you to better fight the battles that you have to face with the pain and the depression and that goes with chronic pain. So I have been doing it. I think I have gone barefaced one day. I've tried several different brands of makeup. I still am an Estee Lauder girl. The physician's formula that I have on my face, I'm really liking, and it may be my summer makeup. It's not very heavy. Um, it is the nude wear line. I bought the light because there's only 3 shades. Um, I will probably buy the medium the next time, and maybe even on into the darker, because this is almost a that you can't see in this lighting. I had to turn the big light off. I'm sorry. That probably makes me way dark. But uh, anyway, instead of it's not quite as glowy as it is pale, and, and on me, pale is not uh, something that I'm real good at doing. I've always my skin, I tan like that. Um, it's always been that way. Um, and I'm not bragging. It just is what it is. My sister is gorgeous, but she's blonde and fair skinned. We have the same parents. My mother used to put us outside to play. I'd just keep on getting darker and darker and darker, and my poor sister would become a lobster. Um, but anyway, as far as I am going out of the house more often, um, and not just for doctor's appointments. As you can see from some of my videos, I've been doing some hauls. Um, there's some places I'm going to visit Sephora on an off day. I'm going to attempt to. It just seems a little. It seems overwhelming for me. So is Macy's, um, Estee Lauder area and makeup area is just too overwhelming for me. Um, and I can order it online and it comes to my door, and I can get it in my pajamas and unbox it for you. Um, but as far as, and I am moving more, I'm doing more stretching. The cramping that I had that um, tends to deform my leg, and that's the best way I know how to put it, has moved into my right leg too. Um, I am trying to take extra magnesium, extra supplements to try to offset that. I don't know what causes it, but it is so painful. I talked about it in a previous video. Um, I should probably link it, but I don't know how to yet, so we'll get there. But anyway, this is for SarahhRush. I did, honestly, I did get very down after my neck injection. I went through a very down period after I had my lower back injection. Um, just simply because even though I knew going in what it was going to do and that it was going to be a temporary thing, um, I really let myself, let my hopes get up that it would be a one-time thing and it would fix me and I could go back to life. Um, I did not expect to have the pain that I had after my neck injection. And I still, I still got up, I still did Sparkle, but I had to lay in the bed for probably 2 or 3 days. And I didn't expect that because I didn't really have that with the lower back injection. Um, but I had so much pain that the doctor told me to continue resting and icing and, all that good, and heat and all that fun stuff. And it takes 72 hours for the medicine to fully reach its full potential in your system anyway. So um, during that low period, uh, I came really close to just stopping. Um, and I just so happened to see a video that SarahhRush had uploaded. And so I went to her page, and it was her talking about, um, I think the title of the video was "What Am I Doing?" or "How Am I Doing?" or something to that effect. And it was talking about that she would be posting her, how she was doing on her New Year's resolutions. And I thought, oh, I can't stop because, we made a deal that we would be YouTube accountability partners. So um, I got up the next morning, as bad as it hurt, and put my makeup on and did sparkle. And I think I did a sparkle video that day. Um, but thank you, Sarah, because I really hit a low point. And I needed that video. I needed that reminder of accountability, and I needed to be accountable to somebody. So I so appreciate you. But overall, big picture, like I said, I'm getting more active again. I pretty much have everything in place. I'm going to pack my gym bag either later tonight or in the morning. Um, I'm going to put on a swimsuit. No, I am not taking pictures, and no, I am not videoing. No. um, I don't know if I'm going to do a class or just go and walk in the warm water pool, but my game plan is to be out of here very early Monday morning, and hopefully be in the pool, um, like I'm talking like between 5:30 and 7. I have to look at the pool schedule because I haven't been in a while, and I plan to use the warm water pool. I don't know how cold the temperature is going to be, but I also I'm not going to get my head wet, so I'm going to be sporting a cool little style with my cool little uh, scrunchy thing to fit around my bun, my old lady bun. People tell me it makes me look like my grandmother, and I love my grandmother, but my grandmother was always gray. And that kind of scares me a little bit, especially after the "that's a whole lot of years" comment from the cashier the other day. But, things are getting better, things are getting cleaner. Um, and, from my eating to my home, I'm starting to take pride in things again. Um, and I can't say that, I'm not going to say that the pain is better, because it's not. I've had a reprieve from it. I'm learning how to build my strength again. Um, I don't know. I won't know until sometime in February when I see the doctor if are going to do another round of injections. Um, I'm not sure that I really want to, um, but I may, because I think that I need something a little stronger for whenever I have those horrific times, because pain management should be about managing my pain, not making me suffer. Um, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I do stretches. Um, I'm working on getting back into planking again. I'm not there yet. I'm having to, have to re-strengthen my upper body again. Um, uh, that's another thing that I hope to be able to do. I planked in the pool, and that's it. It's harder than you think it is. Um, Everything that you do in the water feels easier at the time that you're doing it, but you're fighting every bit of the water. That the resistance of the water is working against you and actually making you work harder. So after you finish, you've been there. Um, but that is anxiety hurdle number 2, and even if I just make it to the gym, and part of the reason why I postponed that is because the other Y across town was closed, so I knew that Those people were probably using the Beaumont Y, which is where I go. Um, and there's only so many people that can be in that facility at a time, and there's only so many people that can be around me breathing my air. So, and please excuse me, apparently I have, I don't know, vertigo and snot. Um, anyway, that kind of, I don't know, that was just really unappealing. Honest, but unappealing. Um, and in case you're wondering why I'm not swaying or anything like that, I've gotten very good at vertigo. You wouldn't believe, I've had migraines for years, and I've worked with my brain about to come out of my skull. Um, so, you overcome and adapt, or adapt and overcome. One of those is a part of the soldier's creed. I can't remember how it goes now. Um, but, like I said before, if my dad, who is driving again, yay, um, if he can get up and fight stage 4 cancer, I can fight this fight. And just a little proud note for him. And I did, this was part of one of my sparkles um, one day this week. Now, I'm not going to say that he lifted any of this because I don't know. He has a young man. Well, he's not very young now. He has a gentleman named, I don't know how to really refer to him, because he's kind of almost family, because he's been around for so long that, and he takes care of things at the house for mom and dad. But his name is, oh my gosh, it just went out of my head. Um, Harvey. There we go. Harvey's worked for my dad since I was probably 14 or 15 years old. But anyway, Harvey may have come and helped Dad. But Dad went and bought um, hay and corn for the deer that come up in the bottom of where their property is. Whenever I go down there again, I will give you a little tour of home. Um, and but anyway, we I posted some pictures back in the fall of some of the deer. I named one of them Sabrina. Um, they will come right up on my mom's sidewalk and eat. I think my dad fed one of them a few years back, almost out of his hand. But it's just touching to know that um, stage 4 cancer still is not winning. Um, he's still thinking about something other than himself and focusing on something other than himself. Anyway, by the way, you can see better the results of that little facelift technique that I showed you in this morning's just day video. Um, you can see the tightening on my skin, and I try to do it every night, and there's another one draining the lymphatic system, and try to do a head massage, because it does help relax me, and it does help me sleep without the need for other things. Um, I didn't sleep last night at all. And so that's part of that triggered the vertigo and the migraine. I was hoping I was going to get past it, but that's not going to happen. Now, as far as my eating, the smoothies can help a lot with the eating disorder, because part of my eating disorder and my anorexic, when I'm in the eating disorder and anorexic, I can't stand to chew food. It's repulsive to me, and that's a fight. And when it's even something that I really really like, I can't stand to chew it. So making the smoothies has really been. I've not had an issue with just drinking the smoothie. So I think that's a step in the right direction. My doctor is very proud of the fact that I'm consistently doing that. That's not to say that I have jumped onto the vegan bandwagon. I'm undecided there. Uh, I have reduced the amount of junk and processed food. Um, I've not had as much takeaway food, um, but I do have a horrific, um, what's the word I'm looking, love affair going on with double decker tacos, and they made mine with the Doritos nacho cheese taco shell instead of the regular taco shell, and oh my gosh, I could not eat them fast enough. They're just, I mean, I could have probably eaten 20, um, but they were just so yummy. I know they're junk. I know there's very little nutritional value